Good afternoon and welcome to Foxboro Girls Varsity's last home game of the season, where they'll be playing Canton. Canton, as of right now, is leading the Davenport at 7 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties. Foxborough has 6 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties. So both of these games are extremely pivotal for both of these teams. Though it looks as though both teams are in the playoffs, but this will be for that #1 seed, and we'll have some standing on the field and so forth. So, but thank you once again for tuning in. I'm Michael McCabe here with Ellen Burke, and we'll be calling the game once again. It's a cold out there tonight, Ellen, so these girls, you can feel it. We're lucky to be in the booth, but we can feel it up here just the same. So,
yep.
Happy to not be outside, the benefit of our little jobs. So this will be an interesting match tonight, Ellen. We've got two of the highest offensive teams in the Davenport going head to head. We have 4 of the top scorers on the field. We have Kaylee McCabe, who's leading the Hawk in scoring, with Jordan Collins right behind her, the 2 teammates who were actually just highlighted in an article with the Herald. Yes, it was great. Both of them with their hard work paying off and being recognized, so that was a nice article for them.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't mention me, just saying.
Well, I figured they would have mentioned your influence.
I know.
And so right behind them we have Olivia Rodman and Elisa DeLezia of Canton. So with a few others, I mean, Foxborough has a few and Canton has a few others on the top leaderboards. So it should be an interesting match today. And we are underway. We're about a minute in, and Foxborough now has an inbounds on the near side. So Ashlyn Cervais will be inbounding to Megan Burke, looking to maintain possession. So Ashlyn looking to the middle of the field for Kaylee McCabe. Kaylee's got a little bit of space. She's got Mollica on the far right, looking for Mollica with the leading pass up to Jordan. Nice teamwork, but not quite able to get it there. That was good. It looks like Canton's a more offensive team, Ellen. So what I'm kind of seeing already is they're playing right now it looks like a 4 flat back. It looks like they're playing a 3 with an offensive defender. So it'll be interesting, which is what Foxborough's been doing all season. So
right, except for maybe 1 or 2 games. I can't remember if it was the OA games or.
It was early on.
Ones?
Yes, they have moved JoJo Carmen into a defensive position, and she's played more of an aggressive forward defender, attacking defender, if you will. So with Lindsay Resnick stepping into that center D and really becoming a huge force for them back there this season. I mean, as you look at the standings for both of these teams, they're both they have goals for. Foxborough has 32 to Canton's 29, and goals against is 5 goals against for Canton and 4 for Foxborough. So both of them are very even on paper, Ellen.
Yeah, I think you're looking at and this is a whole Hawk, Kelly Rex and Davenport, the 2 best offensive and defensive teams out there right now. So
Foxborough pushing right now upfield. Kaylee McCabe with the pass up from Ashlyn Cervais, but the Canton defenders were able to clog up about 3 or 4 in the middle there. So now we have a run by Canton coming down on the far left. It looks like Rodman crossing in the middle. Megan Burke is there to cut across and push it out for a corner kick for Canton. Great play by Megan Burke. Good heads up. Lindsay Resnick and JoJo Carmen were on the far side pushing over toward Vidal, and Megan Burke was able to slide in and cover the middle and stop them from advancing toward the goal. So this will be our defensive, both sides. It should be the biggest test for these teams all year, the goalies and the defenses. So a nice corner kick into the middle. JoJo Carmen's here to deflect it, uses her body, and gets back to the ball and pushes out of bounds for an inbounds.
That was a great
job. Great play by JoJo. She, and again, as we've said many times, she looked to use her head, caught herself in midair, and was able to just kind of get it off the chest, and then got her own rebound and avoided another corner kick. And JoJo's in there again, pushing against Elisa DeLezia. Number 14 up in the middle. It's a quick chip shot over. Easy save for Morgan Sylvester. She has Ashlyn Cervais on the side here pushing up. Emma Dahl's there to field a chip shot up into the far side of the field. Now it's going to be inbounds for Canton once again. It's been a back and forth so far. Foxborough has had a couple pushes up top, and Canton as well. So kind of what we were expecting to this point. Canton playing offensively. They're two scorers. Rodman and Delezia are up top. Kaylee McCabe has the ball, looking to push through. She's met by two defenders, and they're able to break it up. She was looking for Jordan Collins up on the far left. So we're looking, it looks
easy play.
not able to get a clean shot
Morgan.
off. Right, it was an easy for Morgan, but definitely Canton showing their offensive push. They were able to push through.
Yep.
So on the far side, Malika looking to break through, takes on two players, gets by the first one, but wasn't able to quite get by the second one. So now Canton has possession. They're trying to push it forward. Kaylee McCabe comes in to help Malika in the middle, and it looks like it's going to be an inbounds for Canton once again. So this is so far very evenly matched. They're matching up in the middle defensively. This is definitely the most pressure we've seen on Foxborough. So right there, that was a little bit of a dangerous. JoJo Carmen was trying to shield the ball. Thought Morgan Sylvester was going to come over and pick it up. So it was a miscommunication, and one of the Canton players came right up behind her, and JoJo saw her at the last minute and was able to just shield.
One of their center mids, too, by the way.
Yes, came charging all the way upfield.
Yep.
She has such a long ponytail. Like Mia Gilmore.
Yeah. You know what?
Covering her number.
I watched a little of the OA Canton game from last week, and that's the one thing that I saw was that they're very aggressive.
So here we got a great push here upfield. It was Megan Burke coming up all the way from defense to help push the ball forward. So it started with McCabe up to Collins, back to McCabe, over to Cervase, and then to Megan Burke, and they pushed it upfield. And this is what we've been seeing from Foxborough the past couple weeks that was missing a little earlier on during the season. These controlled possession passes, and they're moving up. Just having a little trouble finding the back of the net during the games, but they seem to be on the right course. So it's an inbounds for Canton, and it's going to be an inbounds now for Foxborough. I will say the biggest change this year, Ellen, with the COVID would be these inbounds, because before the throw-ins, they were able to better control and target one of their own teammates. Here with these inbound little chip ins, it's difficult because they can't lift it off the ground. They have another, someone from the other team's charging in at them, and it's really that has definitely created a bit of a change in the dynamics. I mean, the other things we've seen, like punting it over half field and heading the ball has a change too, but I don't think it's quite as dramatic. So I think we got a goalie kick coming out for Morgan Sylvester. Morgan kicking with the win, so she has the win for the first quarter. And Foxborough defense able to break up an attack by Rodman and number 23 for Canton. Unfortunately, her name wasn't on the roster, so we don't have a name, but she's been involved in a few plays here on the near side.
She has.
So she's playing aggressive up top, covered by Megan Burke, and a lot of blue shirts in front of the goal. So Kaylee McCabe's there to take the inbounds. Canton comes up.
Nice.
Grace Ferguson meets her up the field. Jordan Collins, nice, great heads-up play right back to Grace Ferguson, and broken up by Canton. Chipped back into Foxborough end. A little bit of volleying with the ball here. Grace Ferguson has control. Nice little soft touch over to Cervase, and just ahead of Collins. Got her foot on it, but wasn't able to keep full control. So JoJo Carmen over to Caitlin Molliker on the far side, pushing it up to Erin Foley. Erin Foley into the middle to Grace Ferguson with a great leading pass over to Molliker. Oh, just off of her foot. Molliker looking to cross. Great chip pass by Grace Ferguson. Great leading pass. Grace is we were talking about this, Ellen, right before the game, where Grace is she sees the field well. She's very controlled and has great skill. So she's quietly can really make things happen on this field.
She is. She's a solid player. She's done really well all 3 years.
So we have a corner kick for Foxborough, pushed in by Molliker. Grace Ferguson tried to keep the ball upfield, and Canton able to attack. Megan Burke coming up with the assist to keep the ball forward. Great heads-up play by Burke coming all the way upfield. Foxborough defense Burke's playing aggressively today, and she's doing a great job. She's really got a lot of space on this side of the field. They're going to call a push on McCabe. she was up in the air and just wasn't able to she landed into the Canton player.
Good idea, though.
No use of hands. She was just trying to field the ball.
Yep.
But they're definitely been calling the games a little tighter, especially with the changes this season. So Grace Ferguson once again coming up. Jordan Collins meeting the Canton defender. It's going to be Foxborough inbounds.
Good job by Jordan Collins.
Absolutely. Good
Staying
heads
with
up.
that play.
So Ashlyn Cervase again, Megan Burke coming in, and number 23 charging in. And here's Jordan Collins has on the side, chipping it into the middle. Good heads up. So Megan Burke's going to field the ball. Good job trying to control it. And that's going to be, that's going to be a push on Canton.
Yep, on 23. Still don't know her name.
I'm going to do a little research and see if I can pull it up. Tried earlier. So Canton clearing the ball out. Lindsay Resnick there to meet the ball and just push it back upfield. Little ping pong going back and forth with the ball, and there's going to be a push on, looks like Erin Foley on the far side. So it's going to be Foxborough called with the push, and it's going to be Canton pushing the ball downfield at the 30-yard line with an indirect. And these are so Canton kind of doing what we had talked about, Ellen, where they're just kicking it instead of possession, and it's a 50-50 chance, and Foxborough came out with the ball. So nice push up there by Gilmore. She's able to push the ball forward. JoJo Carmen there to meet Rodman, and Rodman right back on JoJo Carmen, and they're going to call. Ooh, that was. Rodman was going for the ball. They're calling it pretty tight, Ellen. From here, it didn't look like she did anything wrong. It looked like she was just trying to get her foot on the ball, but.
It wasn't much.
Yeah, so they did call it a push, but they did that on the other end too. Hopefully they let them play a little, but.
I believe 23 is actually, at least on our list, is number 20. Gabriella?
Is that what she has a different shirt on?
I'm going with that. I just asked a Canberra, although it says a defender and she's, oh no, here, yeah, it should be her because it says she's a forward. There's a camera person from Canton here, and he said her name is Gabby.
Okay, all right, good to know. I don't want to be calling her number 23 all
day. I know, because I think we're going to be saying
so it's number 20, and so Gabriella Hervo, if I'm saying it right.
Yes.
But she's on the leading score sheet. She has 4 goals and 4 assists as well. So she's a threat, and it's been obvious. She's definitely her and Megan Burke have a little back and forth going, and as well as with Ashlyn Cervase.
Well, she looks like a strong presence out there because she's so tall.
Absolutely. Looks pretty skilled, too. So you're seeing a lot of that with both teams, actually, right now.
Yep.
It's definitely, as we expected, where it's 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the first quarter left, and it's been a back and forth. Both teams getting up and down the field. Both teams really pushing the ball, but Kaylee McCabe pushing it up to Ashlyn Cervase. Ashlyn looking just a little bit behind McCabe on the pass. JoJo Carmen there for the outlet save, which was great. So McCabe looking to push back.
Nice move by Kaylee.
There's an Emily McCabe for Canton, so it's McCabe on McCabe crime, I guess we have.
That was a beautiful move by Kaylee McCabe.
She did a step over and was able to...
in the air step over.
To get around Emily McCabe, and now we'll get an inbounds for Foxborough on the far side.
No relation, correct?
No relation,
Mike?
that's
Yes.
correct. Yes.
No relation. I guess it's just all in the name.
It's just coincidence. So we have Jordan Collins inbounding over to Malika, and now they're resetting. I don't know, it's called back. So Malika to Collins. Looking for Ferguson. Ferguson pushing the ball back to Carmen. This is good controlled soccer. This is smart. Yep. There's a lot of white shirts back here. So they got a 4 flat back with 3 middies back helping out. So nice. McCabe over to Cervase. Cervase chipping into the middle. Has Collins there. Collins met by a defender, and it's going to be a goal kick coming out. Collins trying to push it over to Malika. Right idea, just was off balance. Well, she was battling for the ball with the Canton defender.
Good possession by Foxborough.
It was good heads-up play. You saw them using the outlet passes, creating the passing lanes, getting into their kind of triangle formations. And again, that's what we saw lacking early on the season, but they seem to have kind of fallen back into their rhythm, which is great. I think we're also seeing more consistency on the field, Ellen. We saw a lot of subbing and different positions early on.
Right, and we're not seeing that as much now. Good job by Ashlyn to break that up.
So Sarai Costello was pushing upfield really well, and then Ashlyn Cervais was able to come and use her speed and break it up, as she had Megan Burke was covering Gabriella up top. So it's good teamwork. So that's Elisa Delezia taking a big kick and Rodman right there, just in case it was a rebound. So good save by Morgan Sylvester. Good heads up.
That was nice, because they were doing a good job with controlling that ball.
So Malika pushing upfield. Erin Foley's there to help scoop the ball back up. Grace Ferguson, again, great field awareness. She saw it down this side. So what I'm seeing, Ellen, is our near side toward us. We're seeing a lot of open space here because this Gabriella is playing up top. They're playing a 3 flat up top. But it's leaving a lot of space on the wings. And once Foxborough gets to this side, they're able to push it upfield pretty easy. They seem to be having a little more trouble on the far side, but near side they're able to get up with Burke and Cervais, and then Jordan and Ferguson and McCabe all at different times assisting, pushing the ball up. So goal kick coming out. McCabe's there to meet the ball at about 35, and a little one-on-one battle with Gilmore in the middle, and McCabe's able to take possession and push it over to Malika. Malika up to Foley. Aaron Foley fighting, and looks like there's going to be a call on Foley for a push. It's going to be indirect coming out for Canton. So again, it's just going to be a chip shot, and Olivia Rodman's going to pick it up on the far side. Does one move, gets past Emma Dahl.
Oh,
and Emma's staying with her step by step.
Yeah.
So Emma, great job by Emma, not committing to, doesn't stick her toe in, stays on balance, and is able to chip the ball out. So now Malika comes back. Rodman's still pushing forward with the ball. And then Gabrielle is able to just get her left foot on it, just wide of the goal. Not really a hard shot, but a good heads-up play. It was a little out of her way. So Cervais on the far side. Again, she has some good space.
It should be interesting to see if the wind has anything to do with this.
Well, the wind's changing direction. I keep looking at the flag. At one point, it was in Foxborough's favor. Now it seems to be a crosswind against Foxborough. So it seems to be shifting, Ellen. So it's probably a little tough for them to gauge.
Right, but you get that little kick, and you never know, that could go in.
So we have a push on Collins. So they're really calling a tight game here. They're not allowing much here for these girls to make contact. So Rodman trying to take a shot from the far side, just wide left of the goal. Pretty evenly matched, but I'd say right now, if you're talking offensively, I think Canton has the edge just a bit. They're spending just a touch more time than Foxborough, but it's really close. You're seeing two pretty balanced teams here, Ellen. Two solid defenses. I think that right now where the Foxborough seems to be winning is in the middle of the field, with Ferguson and McCabe are able to control that middle of the field. And it seems like Canton has a little more of an offensive push. But
so was that an inbounds or a corner kick?
It looked like an inbounds. It was kind of strange. Yeah, I think it was a push, so it looked like a corner,
right,
but yeah, it was coming out.
I just didn't understand the call.
So there we go, Ferguson pushing it upfield, and it's going to be an inbounds on the far side for Canton. Well, I think, when you see them calling it this close, all these pushes, and you're not even seeing the girls' arms. Usually the arms are extended when you get a push call. They're calling contact. Right. That's going to get in the girls' heads, and that's going to, it will affect how they play because they don't want to be called, especially, right. If they're down their end of the field. So JoJo Carmen, they're scooping up. JoJo's having a solid game so far. She's definitely she's doing a lot of work back there. Lindsay Resnick is playing stopper and doing a great job. She's kind of shadowing Delezia up top, and JoJo's really having to cover a lot of field, but doing a great job. So Foxborough on the inbounds. Defense up aggressively. Going to be sub out. Erin Foley subbed out. Is that Vandenboom come in?
I believe it is.
Alyssa Vandenboom up top.
Yeah.
And Malika looking to push the ball over, just doesn't quite get the pass there. Easily scooped up by Rodman. So Lindsay Resnick and trying to clear the ball. Deletze was there, and then Emma Dahl comes in with the quick save over to Resnick, Malika to Burke. And again, they're taking advantage of our side of the field where it seems to be a little more opening. So Ashton Cervais up to Collins and just ahead of her. Collins wasn't able to get there. It was heading out of bounds, but great effort trying. So as all the stats we've been throwing at you as well as we have Morgan Sylvester as the number 2 goalie right now in the Hawk division, and Melissa Stafari of Canton is number 3. So they're both, again, as we said, Ellen, it's pretty evenly matched across the board so far.
Right. Yep.
So we have just under, we're within the 2 minutes of the first quarter. That's going to call the quarter right there, actually, just as I was going to say. So first quarter down, very evenly matched game, 0-0. No real hard shots on net, Ellen.
Right.
A couple, both ends of the field been penetrating, getting into the goalie box. I'd say Canton has more shots on goal than Foxborough, but Foxborough is not far behind. So see if there's any adjustments going in. Now we're going to switch sides, and as you were saying with the wind, we'll see if that kind of changes anything. But it looks like it's died down. I'm looking at the flag now.
I would like to see us get the ball towards the net a little bit more.
Yes, yeah. Well, this has been Canton's doing it as well. I'm kind of watching, and this has kind of been the what's going on all season is they really just clog in front of the goal with bodies, and it's. So if Foxborough needs to keep attacking from the outside, Ellen. If they keep attacking from the outside and they can get some crowd, they have to spread that defense out. And that's problem is Foxborough they continue to stay in the middle a little too much, and then the other teams are able to just clog. They hold them long enough for a couple middies to come back, add a few more bodies, and we're not getting our shots off. So if you use, say, Cervais and Malika and whoever it might be up top, whether it's Vandenboom, Foley, or Rangione with Collins, you really need to spread them to the outside, and then you could have McCabe and Collins up the middle, or Ferguson's there. But if you move the ball, we'll play it outside a little more and open up in front of the net, because those defenders will have to go to the outside.
Right.
But as of right now, they're just kind of trying to push it up fields. They're crossing into the middle at the 20, so they're not having to spread that defense out. So if you kind of bring it down, and we have Malika, who has a great. She's got a nice touch on that outside to cross the ball into the middle. I'd like to see them kind of try to take advantage of that a little more.
So it looks like we'll be with the wind, right? That's what you were saying?
Well,
right?
it's been changing. It's been switching.
Okay.
So that flag at the beginning was going the other way, Ellen. So we had the wind. Now it looks like it's shifted, and we're going to have it again So now we're starting the second quarter here. It looks like Foxborough is going to have the wind again as it shifted, so it might shift again. But it seems to have died down. If you look at the flag's moving, but you look at the trees, and the flag's not really flapping like it was at the beginning. So hopefully that will play out through the rest of the game.
I was out this morning, man. It was blowing right in my face.
There were times today it was whipping across.
Yep.
And it's cold out there. I mean, we're lucky to be up in the booth, the window's shut, but there's no heat, and you can feel it in here, so I can't imagine.
Yep.
So hats off to the parents and fans who are out there tonight watching.
Yep.
This might be the one time it's not so bad to have the masks on.
Yeah. Oh, and a shout out to all of our camera people too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Hannah Blake and Nicole Terrialt and Kristen Nicholson. And Kristen's up top too.
Yes, so. Kristen's right up above us with multiple layers on.
Yeah.
She's absolutely unsung heroes, as you say.
I think it's handball.
It looks like it bounced up and hit JoJo Carmen's hand. So again, they're a little more consistent with the lineup for Foxborough. The only change you're seeing the most is the second forward. Jordan Collins is the mainstay up top, of course.
Right.
But then you're seeing at intervals where they've started Erin Foley the last few games. Caroline Rangione has been in and out, and Vandenboom was back and forth from midi to a forward, but now they've seemed to put her back and forward. So Jordan Collins,
nice
ball's up front.
By...
Jordan Collins sprinting has an opening. And way to get back.
Nice corner kick.
So that
though.
was Ava Gilmore was able to just get back and get in front of that ball, a corner kick. Fortunately, we only had Vandenboom up top. Our middies weren't upfield yet. They would just finish the defensive stop. So if you look here, Jordan had a nice break on the right, and you've got Vandenboom in good position, staying on side. Actually, that would have been close because it looked like she might have been a step off there. But at any rate, ball's coming out, and Lindsay Resnick pushing it back in. Easy save for
the keeper for
Marissa Staffieri. And kicked up. Grace Ferguson's there to meet the punt at about 35, pushing it back up. You get Vandenboom. Just not enough blue shirts up top right now, Ellen. We just a lot of white. It's going to be very hard to push through with just 2 players on 5. So you got Rodman on the near side for Canton, pushing the ball up, looking for the through ball to Gabriella Havero, and then just right there for the rebound. Right back to Gabriella, back over to Rodman. Rodman looking for just a little chip shot toward the goal, but not quite enough on it. Easy save for Morgan Sylvester. So you got McCabe and Ferguson in the middle. Elisa up top here fighting over to Malika. Malika looking for Jordan up top, but just a little to the outside. Easy save for Gilmore. She's going to push it outside. It's going to be an inbounds for Foxborough on the near side.
I'll take it.
Malika with Emma Dahl coming up and Jordan Collins. She's over to Collins. Collins looking for the cross. Great chip over, just a little too, what they're calling it.
Not sure.
A push?
This is the third. I have no idea.
I don't know what they're. Yeah, that was it. I didn't see any contact, so I'm not
No, I
quite
didn't
sure. It looks like they're going to give an indirect to Canton, but not
But this
quite
is the
sure
third
why.
time
They
they've.
did
This is
that
the third
down-
time
yeah.
they've done this.
So
where you
Malika there
don't-
to Malika there to take the ball. Great heads-up play by.
Are they calling that a high kick? Did you see
McCabe.
that?
So I did. Yeah, no, they're calling a lot here. It's
But she's kicking the ball.
as long as nobody's near, right?
Well, the girl came running at her.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen it when, the ball's up in the air. But
So you get Allie McCabe in the back there attacking too.
great job by Jordan.
Oh,
nice.
that's a Vanderbilt pushing through, looking for the shot first.
Oh.
Great save by Staffieri. That was great shot out. Vandenboom got her foot on it. Probably the most.
Good aggressive play by
That
Jordan.
was the best chance so far. I'd say at
Yep.
both ends of the field. That was
Right.
a good play by Jordan. Get it over. Cervais pushing the ball up. Vandenboom looking to cross it over to get to the ball, and well shielded by a Canton defender. It's going to be a goal kick coming out.
That was a great aggressive play by Jordan, and Alyssa was
Let's take a
right
look.
there.
Yes, nice chip over to Vandenboom, who's able to beat her defender and just gets her foot on it. But goalie's right there. But it was a nice, great play. Good effort on it.
Yep.
So McCabe up the middle, looking to push the ball up. Nice pull back, and gets it up to Vandenboom. Vandenboom over, looking for Collins, and in the goal. There we go. 1-0 Foxborough. Great play, fantastic play. That was beautiful. So that was. If we go back, was it McCabe up to?
I think it was McCabe
to Vandenboom and then over to Collins.
Yep.
That was a beautiful combination.
It was, yep.
And I don't know what happened with Canton. The defenders kind of held up. So here's McCabe, pushes it over to nice left, soft touch to Vandenboom. Nice 2 touches,
ball
controls
right
it over to Collins. But the defense kind of just thought the goalie was coming out, and Collins played it perfectly. Nice soft touch, catches the post, and beautiful job by Jordan for her 10th goal of the season.
It was, and just, we have to be careful because we can't just sit back now. We got to keep attacking.
Keep the pressure on. Foxborough is right now starting to control, I'd say, as much as we gave Canton, or I gave Canton a little edge in that first quarter. Foxborough right now is really applying the pressure to Canton.
Mike, come on. I mean, all I do is talk in this booth here.
I know. You
carrying the
got to
both
let
of
me
us.
speak once in a while, Ellen. If I can't get my thoughts out in this game. For those at home, I do encourage Ellen to speak more, but
I'm just here for the color.
yeah. So a little push here by Canton, Gabriella, and Resnick to meet her up in the middle, and JoJo Carmen able to. It's going to be. Wow, they're calling it on Gabriella Havero. I thought Resnick kind of came in, but they're calling it against Canton coming out.
You know, I don't know. I think over this whole season, I feel as though if it's in the defensive end, they're going to call it on the offensive player. That's what I've seen all year.
I agree with you, that Ellen. They another thing is they've let everything go in the goalie boxes.
Yep.
We'll see. They haven't really seen anything in the goalie box tonight, so for them to call, but they're calling everything. Like that did not look like Gabriella of Canton really did anything but play the ball, so I was a little surprised at that call. But,
yep, me too.
But we saw it the other way for Foxborough as well. So Foxborough looking to clear it out. Rodman's going to get called again. Rodman, that one I would say was.
Yes, that
she came up on the back and gave her a little push, but that one for the first time was. But Foxborough also still had advantage. Sometimes you let them go if the team that the penalty's called on has advantage, and just allow them to continue to play.
Yep.
So Emma Dahl pushing it up, looking for Mollica on the side. Mollica quickly met by Canton. Looking for a quick out to Emma Dahl with nice outlet pass. Grace Ferguson in the middle.
Switch up.
Looking, right idea, but just didn't have enough on the ball. She was looking for McCabe in the middle, but met by a Canton
and
defender.
I'm just surprised that there wasn't a high kick there, because I think Kaylee just took a knee to the stomach.
Well, now there's a call on Kaylee McCabe for a push.
Right.
She just pushed on another McCabe on McCabe crime.
It's I don't feel as though the refs are being consistent, but
I disagree a little. I think they're being consistent, but consistently calling everything. I'd like to see them let them play a little. These games have big implications this week for both teams.
They do.
You hate to see, and so far it hasn't been the case, but you don't want to see a game affected in terms of the outcome, but by referees. So and I wouldn't say. I mean, they're just calling a lot more than you see normally.
Yes.
So we'll see. Jordan Collins up top. Jordan's actually playing back quite a bit tonight. She really wants to make something happen here. She's using her speed to get up and down the field and really helping out. So Ferguson to McCabe in the middle. McCabe looking for Cervase. Nice chip by Cervase and easy save. That was a nice combination. Ferguson turned the ball, saw McCabe in the middle, pushed it up to her. McCabe saw Cervase, and Cervase got the chip shot, and nice save by Marissa Staffier again.
You know, we saw this last week, Mike. The girls are they're playing as a team. They're playing unselfish, and they're passing the ball, and it's paying off.
It's absolutely, Ellen. That's what we had talked about last week. They seem to have clicked, especially in North Attleboro. The beginning, they were having Morgan Sylvester coming in, and it's going to be, she took out at least Alexia's legs, and they're going to be calling an indirect just at the top of the goalie box here. So this is a big opportunity for Canton. It was a correct call. She slid in and took out her legs. Thankfully, she looks okay. So let's take a look here. So Sylvester comes out, very aggressive for a goalie, coming out, which wasn't a bad move necessarily, because Lisa had a step on him, but able to push, able to save it. But now it's going to be the refs are going back and forth right now, discussing, not sure what. They're going to give a card. They're going to give a yellow card to Morgan Sylvester's going to get a card for a dangerous play. Okay. Red card. They red carded her.
Wow.
She's red carded.
Oh my God.
So she has.
They have completely.
They've
affected
just taken
this game.
Morgan Sylvester out of the game with a red card. They're calling it it's got to be, obviously it's supposed to be an intentional. I don't know that Foxborough has a backup goalie on the roster.
Well, it's JoJo Carmen.
JoJo Carmen's the backup?
Is the backup goalie.
Yep, so she's getting dressed now. That is, now just what we talked about, Ellen. Now you've affected the game.
Now you've completely.
You've potentially affected the game.
Yeah.
I don't know why Foxborough's coaches aren't going. They're far more calm than you and I, Ellen, because I would be going a yellow card. Morgan Sylvester does not have a history of this.
Nope.
Does not do that, is not that type of player. So to not give her the yellow card, to give her a red card.
She was going after the ball. She wasn't just going after. She was.
I thought the call to give an indirect kick to Canton was correct. The red card I just find to be, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
I am shocked.
It was outside of the goalie box.
So it looks like Peyton Feldman is coming in.
Looks like Feldman's going to come in for defense, and as you said, JoJo Carmen's going to be going into goal.
Emma's going to go.
Which is tough because JoJo was having a great game so far. JoJo was really working that attacking defender position and was kind of keeping Rodman in check and Deletia as well. So that's going to be it. I mean, Feldman's we still have Resnick back there, but this definitely affects the dynamics.
This is huge. This is
very surprised. This is very surprising.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked at this. I can't even believe that they've done this. But we'll see. I know JoJo has played some goalie before.
Well, truly the defense is strong. It's not like there's been a 1,000 shots on net a game, but you just hate to see that. I mean, this is Morgan Sylvester is a senior. She is
a captain.
Now they're having Feldman go off the field here. What's going on?
Can we not replace?
By the way, the clock has been running the entire time, so they haven't even stopped the clock on the field here. So now we've lost some time.
Do we have to? We have to play a man down.
So Canton, no, we should not have to play a man down. No.
But they're making Peyton come off the field.
I don't understand what's going on with that. Just for the play, must be just for the kick, but. And Canton just over the goal. So Mia Gilmore, a couple inches lower, would have cut the crossbar.
Yeah.
So now the goal. So now Canton on this. Canton just lost about 3 minutes off the clock, Ellen.
Okay, I just want to point this out again, Mike. How many players? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
But they should be able to put a player back in. So we're down a player.
We're down a player. And Peyton has put her jacket back on.
We're down a player.
Okay, Peyton's taking her jacket back off.
So now she has to be subbed in.
Have you ever seen that before? I have never seen this before.
Not to get a red card for a goalie for a play like that. No, I do understand. I do understand it's dangerous. They worry about this. You don't want anyone to get hurt, and it was at the leg. So I get that. It didn't. Knowing Morgan, it's definitely not intentional. But you've affected this game, and we'll have to see how it goes here. So they're waiting to get Feldman in because we're playing with the player down.
Right.
And unfortunately, until it's our possession inbounding, we're not able to get her in. But Foxborough's on a push anyway here. We got Jordan Collins in the front trying to control the ball. Canton's able to punch it out. And Malika chasing down McCabe on the field here. Lindsay Resnick's there to meet the ball. And Emily McCabe squirting in. And Megan Burke's there to meet her. And they're going to call again. They were both playing the ball.
Yep.
Megan Burke got the better of the play, and now it's a call. And unfortunately, Foxborough is not able to get in their 10th player on the field here. So still playing with the player down.
This will be interesting because this has completely affected the game.
Well, and this is their most important game so far.
That's a high kick.
That was a dangerous kick, and they called it. Yeah, so that was a dangerous kick on Rodman.
Yep.
Olivia Rodman looking to get the ball, and again,
we should be able to get Peyton in with this.
Rodman could not head the ball there, so she has to go up with her foot, and throws it off a bit, but So now we've got JoJo Carmen in net for Foxborough. For anyone tuning in, Morgan Sylvester came out, met the Canton player, Deletia, up top, she was a slide tackle, and was red carded and taken out of the game. So JoJo Carmen, who was playing attacking defender, is now in goal, and Peyton Feldman is finally on the field now. So to even up the numbers for the team, Foxborough's. No, she hasn't. I take that back. She's back on the sideline.
She's still on the sideline.
But even down a player, Foxborough was able. They've been pushing up the field here a few times. Jordan Collins, nice to McCabe in the middle. Yep. McCabe looking to turn white shirts everywhere. Good job. Back to Collins on the right. Malika intercepts the pass. Looking to get over to Collins. It's going to be inbounds for Foxborough. So now they're able to get Feldman on the field. So finally it's balanced on both sides here. No, she's subbing out. They're subbing out. So they're going to have to play down a player?
Wow, we have to play with 10 players the whole game, or?
I don't know. We'll have to see how the second half goes.
This is interesting.
I'm trying to remember, Ellen. It's been a while since I coached, but
I've never
I'm
seen a
wondering
red
if
card.
that means Sylvester's out the next game as well. I know there is a rule where,
think you
if
might
a
be right.
defender comes in and uses their hands in the net, if the defender does that and uses their hands, it's an automatic red card and they're out the next game. So I don't know. I don't know what this will mean going forward. Didn't think I'd have to brush up on that info.
Right.
So.
Yeah. No, I didn't see this coming.
So Canton, Gabriella Havero looking to push the ball upfield. Lindsay Resnick's there, able to get it. McCabe there in the middle with Feldman, and Rodman's going to jump out here, and we got JoJo Carmen coming to meet the ball and kick it out. So
Nice.
good play by JoJo Carmen and Lindsay Resnick. Rodman had a bit of an opportunity there, but was met up. It's going to be inbounds for Canton now at about Foxborough's 10.
I think you might be right, though. I feel as though there was a Foxborough boy player last year who got a red card.
You don't see red cards very often.
Right.
So according to sources we're hearing, it's looking like Foxborough has to play down a player for the remainder of the game. So major implication if that being the case.
I don't think Canton would want to win a game like this either. I can't imagine you'd want to win a game like this way. So.
Well, unfortunately, it's no turning back. We have 4.5 minutes left in the half.
Yep.
And Foxborough down a player. We'll try to get clarification on that too at halftime. Unfortunately, sitting here, we're not able to quite find out. So we have people trying to find out for us. But I believe, as it stands, we're going to be down a player for the game, and Morgan Sylvester will be out the next game as well. Where we won't be down a player the next game, but it's very unfortunate. Outside of the goalie box, slide tackle, going for the ball. Should have just been a yellow card and an indirect kick, and it just is, as my opinion, but I guess, the refs make the ultimate call here. So we got a Foxborough corner kick down on the far side. So looking across the ball over to who's there? Is that Resnick?
No, that was Van de Boom. Yep.
Van de Boom with McCabe there. So a nice little chip over.
Peyton Feldman running back.
Feldman with step-by-step with Rodman. It's going to be inbounds for Canton.
So, Mike, we have more than 3 minutes left in this half, correct? This
we
quarter.
have just over three. It's about 3 minutes 20 seconds in the half. The first half.
Did they make an adjustment to that? Okay, they did. They did make an adjustment. So, hey, Foxborough is still out there hustling.
Yeah, it's still a balanced game right now.
That should have been a handball.
That should have been. But so Foxborough, you got Molliker on the right here. So this is where it hurts a little too. So Molliker's pushing, and you've got white shirts everywhere. Molliker looking to push the ball up to Collins, and a quick, easy save by Marissa Staferi. So that's unfortunate. So Morgan Sylvester is a senior, and she will miss her last 2 regular season games of her high school career. Yeah. Thankfully, there's playoffs, which originally there weren't going to be playoffs. So that would have been very unfortunate. So now we have Canton pushing up on the far right. Megan Burke with Gabrielle Havero. They're fighting on the far side for possession of the ball, and McCabe comes in on the ball and chips it out. Canton is able to keep control. Now there's, I don't know, it seems like hesitation on the field, though. It's like both teams are waiting for the whistle to blow.
Well, I think that, yes.
Yeah, honestly, every time there's contact, the girls are hesitating now.
Yep.
So both sides, Canton and Foxborough.
Right.
So Canton, a little chip shot far left of the goal. So JoJo Carmen will be kicking the ball out now for Foxborough. Up into the middle, Canton. Number 8, Sarai Costello is there to meet the ball. It's going to be inbounds for Canton off of Caitlin Molliker.
This will be This will be tough to hold them off for the rest of this game.
So the bicycle kick from Galizia. She shielded with their body, so it wasn't a dangerous kick. I was thinking they would have called it.
Right.
So now we're looking at an inbounds for Foxborough on the far side. Foxborough seems to have adjusted. They're still pushing upfield here, Ellen. So
Yep.
It's just an unfortunate change here on now what just happened there? Now it's going to be coming back. Canton's
Not
getting an
sure
indirect at half field.
Yep.
At midfield.
And I guess if they kick it in the air, they didn't kick it in the air. These refs are calling everything in the air as an incorrect kick. What would you call that?
So we get Jordan Collins up top. Vanderboom chipping it over for her. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Oh no, it's going to be in. Apologize, looked like it was going out. McCabe's there to meet it and chip it up into the middle, and easy save for Marissa Staffieri.
Where Foxborough is usually very aggressive, we can't be that anymore. They've taken away.
I think what you're going to see is that the middies are going to have to hold back. So when the ball is chipped up, we're seeing two Foxborough forwards, Vandenboom and Collins, and then we're seeing 4 white shirts. It's going to make it very difficult. But Lindsay Resnick there to kick the ball out. Going to have to play more conservative defense than they were playing originally. So we're just about winding down the first half here. See what Foxborough is going to have to do to make adjustments for this. Really very surprising change here. So McCabe, a little bit dangerous here, looking to kick the ball out. Again, that's the effect of not being able to head the ball.
Right.
Just trying to chip it out. Now we've got just a scrum for the ball here. Foxborough looking to clear it. Vandenboom's all the way back trying to help out. McCabe in the middle, but Canton now is another call. I'm not seeing these pushes, Ellen. I'm not seeing the arms go up. I'm seeing the bodies, but you can use your shoulder and you can, it's half.
No, it's half, yeah.
I assumed there was another call. It's okay, so halftime. So we have a 1-0 Foxborough ahead of Canton right now, which was a great even match for the first half. And then we had a very surprising call where Morgan Sylvester came out with a slide tackle to punch the ball out, takes out number 14 on Canton, and gets red carded. After an original call of an indirect kick, the second ref comes in and they call it a red card, basically calling it an intentional slide tackle at the legs. Now Morgan Sylvester is out for the game. Foxborough will be playing with the player down, and Morgan Sylvester will also be out the next game at Canton,
Right.
Which is really just unfortunate. As I said, the coaches are far more calm than I am. I think I would have put up a little more of a stake. Not sure it would have made a difference, but
Yeah.
so now it's going to see what Foxborough is going to do for adjustments.
We should have asked Tony Barrera for some
Inside advice here.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take a little break here in about 9 more minutes for the second half to start. So Foxborough and Canton going into their huddles to discuss what's going to go on for the next half. So appreciate it, and we'll see you guys when we reconvene in about 9 minutes. Thank you. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second half of girls varsity soccer, Foxborough versus Canton. So if anyone's just kind of tuning in, a little drama on the field where Morgan Sylvester, the goalie for Foxborough, came out to defend the ball. She was out of the box, so she wasn't able to pick up with her hands. Did a slide tackle into the ball, taking out number 14, Elisa Delezia, on Canton. And originally it was called an indirect kick, which probably the correct call. They came out to the field assuming there was going to be a yellow card, and they red carded Morgan Sylvester, meaning she is now out of the game. Foxborough is down 1 player on the field. and Morgan Sylvester will also be out of the game Wednesday. Looks like we're going to be right back the same calls again. So going to be out the following game, but Foxborough will not be down a player that game. So now we just got a call again. So it was Emma Dahl was into Gabriella Havero, and their bodies just collided, and they called it on Emma Dahl. So they're calling a very, very tight game here, no contact. So now they've definitely changed the dynamic of the game right now, where Foxborough is down a player, and they're playing JoJo Carmen, who is not a goalie. She has played in the past in her career, so now she has stepped up and she's playing goalie. But now we've lost her on the field, and she was having a solid game, holding off Rodman and Galizia up top. So let's see what Foxborough is able to do here in the second half. They're still up 1-0, and they had some good pushes in that second half, even down a player. So now they have they're trying to get that ball upfield. Canton's down at Foxborough's ends. So Jordan Collins coming back to help out and break up some of the Canton possession here. So Foxborough looks like they're sliding into more of a defensive play, Ellen, which I guess they have to. When you're playing down a player.
Yeah, they're down a player. We still have a whole half to go.
It's looking cold out there. The wind has picked up. The flag is straight out right now. It's to Canton's advantage. Pushing toward the Foxborough parking lot, toward Foxborough's goal. So now it's going to be an inbounds here for Canton. Near side. So Grace Ferguson in the middle there to meet.
Not sure why we're not calling a push on that one.
So Canton aggressively pushing upfield here. We got Lindsay Resnick playing further back toward the goal.
Little
Heavy push
right
now with Canton pushing forward. Easy save for JoJo Carmen. A little chip shot from the 20. There's Emily McCabe. Mia Gilmore there to meet the chip shot and push it back for Canton possession. So Mollica on the far side trying to push upfield here was met by Michaela Costello, who's chipped the ball out. So it's going to be Foxborough possession on the far side.
It's starting to get dark in here, Mike.
So Jordan, well, we did lose an hour, didn't we?
No, you did.
We gained? I don't know what we did.
No, we lost. Fall back. Gets darker earlier.
So Jordan Collins looking for Mollica up on the far right. Mollica is there wide. Kaylee McCabe in the middle with Ashlyn Cervase. And Mollica looking for the shot and just to the side of the goal. A little bit of an opportunity there.
So I guess you're right.
Fall behind.
Yes.
Ahead. So yes, we gained an hour, but we lost an hour.
We lost,
daylight,
yes.
So I know what you mean. So here you get Mollica coming down in the corner. She had McCabe and Cervase in the middle. Takes the shot. Thought she had the angle. It was great. Good. Got her foot on it really well, but just was outside of the goal here.
Yep.
So Gabriella Havero pushing the ball up toward Delezia, number 14, and Rodman's up on the far side looking for the outlet. And Emma Dahl's there to break it up and chip the ball up into the middle. So Jordan Collins coming back and coming in for the ball and just
amazing.
Called again. So now it's going to be going forward. So now we have Canton ball at the 50. Foxborough
They've got everybody.
A little more defensively here for Foxborough.
Well, I think
being a player down. Grace Ferguson able to chip the ball out. Jordan Collins lone forward up top. Ashlyn Cervase coming in from midfield. Now Kaylee McCabe. Now Canton taking advantage of the extra player and just maintaining their possession in passing lanes. So think of Foxborough playing more of a zone.
Right.
And not able to really cover quite as much here. So they're playing a three flat back. A chip shot and JoJo Carmen with the save. So the wind has shifted again. So the wind's kind of going in a lot of different directions out there. I don't know if it's real. It doesn't seem to be affecting the ball too much, though, Alan. So
no, not right now.
Grace Ferguson in the middle, looking to through ball up to Caitlin Mollica. Almost got it through. Long pass. Mollica fighting 1v1. Two other Canton defenders come in and are able to chip the ball away. Grace Ferguson once again pushing the ball upfield. So basically, Foxborough at this point they're just they're going to have to just try to keep the ball out of their end. I mean, the offensive push is going to be a lot more difficult.
Yep.
Being down a player here.
Right.
Just trying to maintain this 1-0 lead they have. And Canton's trying to take advantage. Canton has some aggressive players right across the front here. You've got Rodman, Valencia, and Havero, and they've been pushing all game. They're not somebody you want. They're not a trio that you want to give much of an advantage to here. So Megan Burke with the nice outlet pass, taking advantage of a little bit of space in the middle here. Grace Ferguson pushing it over to McCabe in the middle. McCabe looking to chip it over to Malika, but touches it off Canton defender. Is able to come around Havero and looking for Malika again, but just the pass was not quite on base there. So now we're on the far side. Emma Dahl is able to chip the ball out. It's going to be an inbounds for Canton at about Foxborough's 45.
I don't know if you saw.
The girls are looking cold out there, Ellen. They're looking a little slower this second half.
They are.
Warmed up.
Yep.
Okay, so we have Canton with the push-up once again. Great touch by Havero of Canton over, push it over to Ann Hoban on Canton. Nice job by Lindsay Resnick.
Yep.
Come down and Megan Burke. I think you're.
And there's a.
I would say without a doubt we're looking at our rookie of the year down there in Lindsay Resnick for Foxborough.
Yeah. Yep.
The banquet. She has really had quite a season. She's just very poised and maintains composure, and even in these games, she's really been such an asset for Foxborough this year. So Foxborough just playing a 4-4-1 right now, which is probably the best move to do, just to try to keep them from getting these shots right on the goalie and maintain this 1-0 lead. Kind of maybe play a trap type style where if they can chip it over with Jordan Collins' speed, maybe catch Canton off guard and just have a breakaway for Jordan, which early in Jordan's career, that was her signature move. People just were caught off guard by her speed. So when she was younger and didn't quite have the resume, now they're aware of it, so it's a little tougher for her to do that. So hopefully to this game here, if they can keep Jordan up top, drop all their middies back, and just play a little more conservative. So up to Collins.
They've been pushing. They've been pushing Jordan several.
But that was. I thought that was a legal push. I didn't see her arms go up. It was body contact. It was call it more like a rubbing or a nudge.
I would say yes, but they've got to call it. If you're going to call it, once, you got to call it every time.
I do not disagree. Now they're pulling it back. So what happened there? I
really don't know how they're calling this game.
I 100% agree with you, Ellen. I'm just surprised. I just would not have called that a push on Canton. It seemed like a legit clean play as they were both going for the ball. So not really sure what just happened there. It was a Foxborough possession, and then they called it back. So now it's just a keep away. You only have Collins up top, and she's trying. They have four Canton defenders, so they were just passing around Collins. To her credit, still just attacking. So now Collins is holding. 17 came in. Looks like she got her in the side. Allie McCabe came in and
came right at her.
Caught the side, but she was playing the ball. I mean, this is the right call, but if you watch right here, she's coming in for the ball, both going for it, and Jordan's in the air. So, unfortunate, but again, I'm not sure on some of these calls. So Canton trying to take advantage here, and they're really pushing up. Again, Jordan Collins, the lone Foxborough player up top. So this is what's going to happen here, Ellen, is as this game goes on, our middies are going to start wearing out. Great pass by Jordan Collins to Malika. Oh, just wide of the net. Great combo. What's going to happen is our middies are going to wear out, Ellen.
Yep.
Because they're having to get, all four having to get up and down field. And
right.
So let's take a look here. That was a great job by Jordan Collins on the right. Gets by the defender.
Speed.
Coming down. Sees Malika in the middle. Nice touch over to Malika. And just wide of the goal.
Beautiful play.
That would have been huge for Foxborough to get that second goal, especially in the state they're in here. So nice Havro up to, let's see again, and he's looking to make something happen. A lot of blue shirts in there. It's a nice chip shot off the goalpost, just high of the net. So that was a great Foxborough. The middies were able to get back. A lot of blue shirts in there and able to break it up. Foxborough's not allowing any shots within that 10-yard line. So
right. We need to take our time at these points too, so they can catch their breath.
JoJo Carmen right to Gabriella Havro. To be careful with those punching it out and right to the other team.
Right.
But that's not the JoJo. This is not her position. She is again stepping in for Morgan Sylvester. Just total unselfish team play there.
Right.
So Ashton Cervais trying to push upfield to Jordan Collins, but the ball's going to be out on the near side at about Canton's 40. So it's going to be Canton's ball coming in. It's definitely getting cold out there. You can see the players are definitely tightening up a bit. So Megan Burke able to break up the play by Gabriella Havro. And nice little chip. Nice job. Peyton Feldman comes in, is able to break up the play here. So Foxborough maintaining a good defensive battle here, but unfortunately every time they're able to kind of get in and get at the ball, next thing you know, there's white shirts all up in the middle. So nice job, JoJo Carmen with the boot out here. And again, now we're starting to see our middies are wearing down. Ashlyn Cervais, you can see she's having to catch her breath. McCabe, like you can see, Malika. We got 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Foxborough still maintaining its 1-0 lead. Canton with the quick one-player sub. Not a lot of subbing in this game in general, even prior to Foxborough being down a player. And that speaks to the implications of the game that we have on hand here, both games this week. So JoJo Carmen, another good save over to Ashlyn Cervais, and in comes, let's see it with a nice little chip, and just wide. Nice JoJo Carmen in the air and didn't get her hands on it, but sailed wide of the goal, thankfully. That was a nice little shot from the far right. JoJo was right on it. So let's take a look here. Watch this again.
I thought she did get her hands on it.
Maybe she did. It looked like it was coming. She was going for the outside post.
Yep.
Had a little curve. Maybe she did. You probably.
No, I don't think she did.
Just past the hands, but she was right there. She was in position for it. So I think one of the things I'm noticing, Ellen, with Foxborough being down to players, we're losing the middle of the field where we were winning it before.
Right.
We had control of the middle for the majority of this second quarter. And now we've lost. So Jordan Collins pushing upfield, sees Malika, nice through ball to Malika, pushing down. Again, our middies just are exhausted already. So our middies are not. We've got Cervais, Ferguson, McCabe. We just, they're exhausted, Ellen. They're not able to get upfield. They're having to run all the way back to the goalie box to help defend.
We have about 6.5 minutes left in the quarter, too. So
good. So now we have a Foxborough corner kick on the far side. Gives a little chance for our middies to take a breath here.
Yep.
Cross it over, and we've got chipped out by Canton. Emma Dahl chasing back. Peyton Feldman racing back as well. Yep. And Peyton Feldman is able to kick the ball. It was a good play, especially normally you don't want to see him just kicking it out, but you know what? If they get, I think Foxborough is going to want to maintain that. If they're in those positions, kick the ball out of bounds, get your breath, reset your defense.
Yep.
So McCabe and Ferguson fighting on the far side, able to push up. McCabe pushing it up to Malika. Malika going one-on-one with the Canton defender. Canton's able to come out with the ball. So Ashlyn Cervais going one-on-one versus Plezia down in the middle of the field here.
A little push there.
So there's a push. They called it. Okay. Yep. So there was a push, but the arm went up on that.
Oh yeah, that was extended. Yep.
So now
it's funny. Ashlyn didn't go. Ashlyn didn't go down on that either. So I just.
Yeah, and
not that she ever does. I'm not saying
with
that.
Advantage. No, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Ended up with advantage, but once the arm extends, once you see that arm go up. That's the right call. looking for the through ball over to Rodman. Peyton Feldman's able to get there. Emma
Good
Dahl
job
comes
by
in with the
Peyton.
assist. And then we get Caitlin Malika taking advantage of some open space in the middle of the field, trying to push it up here. Looking for Collins on the far right. So we got Lindsay Resnick's able to field just a chip shot by Canton. So Ashlyn Cervase, nice push ball up to Kaylee McCabe on the far left.
Kaylee with
McCabe has
speed.
one defender, looking to get up, trying to beat, and it's going to be Foxborough inbounding.
Yep. Good job by Kaylee.
That was almost, they just didn't have enough room on the sideline.
Nope.
A couple more feet in, and it looked like she was going to be able to get past the defender and have a little bit of open space. So Ashlyn Cervase into Megan Burke. Megan Burke looking for some open field, pushing it up to McCabe, just a little wide on the pass. Right idea. So now you can just see the fatigue setting in on the middies.
Yep.
McCabe just holding back, and you've got Cervase is coming in slowly from the sideline.
It's times like this you got to conserve your energy, start walking a little bit.
Well, I think that's it. You just don't, Foxborough has to take their breaks and take advantage where they can.
Yep.
And out of bounds plays, slow it up, let everyone get their breath. Because it's going to be spurts now. You're going to be looking for, like right now we have Jordan Collins up top. Ball went out of bounds, but Jordan has no one there.
Right. Nobody to pass it to.
So Canton looking to inbounds. Foxborough aggressively coming in. Ferguson, McCabe, and Collins there to meet them, and it's going to be, looks like it's Canton possession on the far side again. 3 minutes left in the third quarter with Foxborough maintaining a 1-0 lead. Down one player with their goalie being red carded in the second quarter of the game on a slide tackle. She is now out this game and next game, and Foxborough is down one player on the field for the remainder of the game. But doing a great job actually holding Canton off and having a few offensive pushes as well on their end. So hats off to Foxborough. It's going to be a long fourth quarter, Ellen. I think they need to slow the pace down as best they can.
Right.
They need to maintain their possession and put it out of bounds where they can.
So it's
So
an
this is where
inbounds on the
Canton
far
lost.
end.
Did you say they reset the clock from when they were assessing the red card for Morgan Sylvester?
I think they did.
Because they had run off about 3-4
Right,
minutes off the
right.
clock, which would have been to Canton's advantage.
Exactly.
So Foxborough looking to clear the ball up, just didn't quite get their foot on it. And Madal charging out to push the ball out. Foxborough's just not able to clear it right now, but they have enough defenders back. They can maintain it. So McCabe's in there, gets her foot, pushing it out. It's back in. Feldman chipping it up. You have Collins up top, lone Foxborough player at the top. She sees Malika on the far right. Malika has the ball. She's going to go through. She has Malika and McCabe pushing. She pushes over to McCabe, back up to Malika on the far right. Collins, McCabe in the middle, and Ashlyn Cervase trying to catch up. And now they're calling inbounds for.
Push. Oh, is it an inbound?
I believe,
okay.
maybe
It might have been. It might have gone out.
I think, yeah, and they
Yep.
were, and Malika was protesting that
Yep.
it was out on Canton. So I think that's why it seemed like a push. So now it's going to be Foxborough inbounds at about the 55. So that's it, Peyton. Take your time.
Yep. Yep. It's
now back
it's
to,
funny because we normally are like, okay, rush it.
Well, that's it. And you see, a lot of times they really slow up those inbounds and they allow the other team's defense to set up. Normally, what you want to do in a throw-in is
Good
you
job by
want
Peyton.
to get your offense position as quick as possible,
Right.
get the throw-in in, and catch the other team off guard. So you get frustrated when they hold it up. But these inbounds with the kicks now, they've really slowed it up, and they really allow the other team, the defending team, to set up and create a defensive stance.
Yep.
So Canton chipping it into the middle. Nice little chip across. And now another push here with Canton. Foxborough kind of playing, like we said, I'm sure it's not intended, but a zone style where they're covering a lot of the field. They're covering it well, and they're keeping Canton outside of that 10, 15-yard line. Looks like Ashlyn Cervase just took a shot right in the face, and
Yeah.
it's cold outside.
Right.
She was okay, but the ref is going to check on her. So now I wonder what they'll do here, if it'll be a drop ball or it'll be Canton possession.
Well, he's going to talk
He's
to her,
going to
make
check
sure
on her, make
she's
sure.
okay.
She took it right in the
Yep.
head, so that's
Yep.
protocol, make sure.
Yep.
Concussion protocol, make sure she's okay. She shrugged it off pretty quick. I'm sure
She
that
did.
stung in this cold weather.
Ouch. Ouch.
Okay, so Looks like it's going to be a Canton ball indirect. They did have advantage. They had the ball. They had possession. Sometimes they'll do a drop.
Right.
Nice quick chip in front of the goal, and Fox were able to clear it out. Grace Ferguson was there, got the rebound, chipped it out, trying to get it up to midfield. Foxborough right now just looking tired. Now we're finally done with this quarter here, so we're done with the third quarter. Fatigue's starting to show. That loss of that extra player, Ellen, is definitely taking its toll. The middies are definitely getting tired out there. So it'll be interesting to see what Foxborough is going to do to make adjustments for this fourth quarter. But they still maintain their lead 1-0. Canton is definitely getting more aggressive up top, really trying to push. And Foxborough is just holding them out. They're holding them outside of the 10-15 yard line of Foxborough's end. And they're getting these, they're putting a little pressure, getting some chip shots. JoJo Carmen's doing a great job filling in and goal.
Great job. I can't imagine being thrown in when that's not the position you normally play.
Absolutely.
So she is. She's doing a great job.
And it's getting cold out there. The wind just keeps shifting directions. Just watching the flag, and it is 1 minute it's flapping away, the next minute it's coming toward. So
right.
These girls are, I'm sure they're feeling it on the field. A lot of them look like they're still dressed for a month ago when it was.
Yeah, they think they're
65.
Patriot players.
Yeah, there's some girls
in
out
February.
there with their shirts, no Under Armour, nothing under the uniform.
Yep.
You and I are up here bundled like we're going to go shovel our driveway. I'm just kidding.
Moving around.
I don't shovel my driveway. Too old for that.
Jim makes me shovel the driveway.
Well, just Jim's got hand. He's my hero.
And he's type A too.
So you shoveled it wrong.
I shovel it wrong all the time. We all do.
It shows. I know.
Gets me out of some work though every once in a while. So we got 20 minutes we have to get through.
Now you mentioned Barrera earlier. Tony Barrera, the famous Tony, he's now pacing. I feel like he's pacing.
Yep.
I think he has some thoughts on this. We get one of these to get him up in the booth.
I
get
know.
Some commentary
we should have.
On those.
Yeah, we should have. You know
calls.
what? We should have had the halftime.
Special guest.
Yeah, like they do with the Red Sox.
We've got a few special guests in the stands we can call in. That's for sure.
Yep. Denny might want to say a
Ellen,
few words.
I would have had you as one of the special guests if you went up there.
I know. I do a good job with that. So Foxborough's coming back out to the field. Canton's taking their time. It's good. I think we have all the same players coming out. Lindsay, Resnick, Megan Burke, JoJo in goal, Emma Dahl, Grace Ferguson.
They look cold, Ellen.
They look cold,
They
so
look
cold.
Oh.
Kaylee's shivering. Kaylee, I think, is shivering. And she does have an Under Armour on.
She
so
looks the coldest. No, I don't see any gloves. We have Olivia Robin for Canton on our side. She's got gloves, the Under Armour. She was prepared.
So
I see a lot of these Canton girls. Well, now they have sleeves. They saw a few without the Under Armour. So trying to intimidate, I think.
Yeah, it looks like they did take Ashlyn out. Am I correct?
It's going to be Canton possession in the fourth quarter here to start off at midfield. I'm looking to see who they have on. It looks like they might have. They look like they're going to a 4 defensive back, 3 middies, and 2 strikers. So who do they got on the far side up there? Is that Erin Foley? Erin Foley has come in.
Erin Foley's
right.
come back in.
So Erin Foley's back in up top, looking more like a midi position. So.
Yep. Yes.
So they've gone to a 4 defensive. Well, they've been playing the 4 defensive back with Emma Dahl looking to push up. So Caitlin Mollica looking to push forward. She got Jordan Collins in the corner with her, trapped over, chipping it over with Erin Foley in the middle, looking for the opportunity here. And nice chip shot. Oh, almost.
Megan Burke.
Megan Burke coming up on the far side.
It was a beautiful pass by Erin Foley because Megan was wide open at the 20.
Well executed, and just she had the player in front of her. She did a nice job chipping it, and just outside
she did.
of the goal.
She fought for that. Erin fought for that ball.
So good push by Foxborough here going in. Maintaining their 1-0 lead, down a player.
think it was smart of them.
Definitely playing more conservative with the defense, which is great. Emma Dahl's doing a great job. She's kind of taking the JoJo Carmen role right now.
Right.
And doing a very good job where Lindsay Resnick is hanging back further, making sure for that safety outlet.
Yep.
So nobody's getting that breakaway shot on the goalie. And we've got Megan Burke and then Peyton Feldman on the near side. Megan Burke having a great game today. She was called upon to guard Gabrielle Havereau, who's definitely making Megan earn her position tonight. That's for sure. Again, Megan right there, nice job. Works her right to the sideline, and they're calling Canton possession on the far side at about Foxborough's 25. So Foxborough with everyone back except for Jordan Collins. Jordan Collins staying at about midfield. It's a great call. Just kind of keep her up there and try not to. She was coming back a lot earlier. So I'd like to see her stay up. So Lindsay Resnick, just get her body in the way. Nice job by Lindsay Resnick.
Nice
Clears
job.
the ball up to Jordan Collins up top. You got Caitlin Malika coming up. Erin Foley's trying to help, and we got a call. They're calling a push on Canton.
Yep.
Calling a push again on Canton. I didn't see it again. Didn't look like anything that was worthy of a call, but as you said, Ellen, this is kind of the way they've been calling the game. So consistently, I suppose. And they seem to be calling it both ways, so I guess it's more of an opinion set that what they're calling, but.
So it's Megan to
Kaylee McCabe on the far side. Kaylee looking to cross it over to Jordan Collins. We got Caitlin Malika on the right, and they're allowing this.
Nice.
There we go. Caitlin Malika has the corner. Broadman comes in for the
yeah, she took her out.
to help. Yeah, they did.
Thinking they should give that a free kick there.
That's going to be a corner kick coming in. So
No, she was dead serious. Your legs are full.
Looked to me like Olivia extended
setting
the
up for
arm,
the
but
corner. I think the play had already kind of been broken up, and they had kind of a similar thing with Jordan at the top that they didn't call. So it's in the goalie box. Like we said, they seem to let a lot more. And that's been at every game.
Yes, every game.
In the goalie box,
Yep.
they've allowed that to just go. So we have Foxborough with the corner coming in. And Malika crossing the ball into the middle, and just a sea of white shirts. Erin Foley's there. She gets the ball, but just is broken up by Canton defense. So Lindsay
Nice
Resnick
job
at
by
the top,
Lindsay.
able to keep the ball in. McCabe looking for the ball in the midfield, but bounces away to Canton. Canton pushing it back up.
we
And
need
Emma
to start
Dahl's there in the middle
controlling the
to
ball,
meet.
though.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a hectic pace right now.
Too much for us.
Yeah, it's back and forth.
Too much
So
for us to
we've got
keep that up.
So we got our middies coming back. We got McCabe and Ferguson. Erin Foley sliding back to help out. McCabe's in the middle trying to chip it out. Malika coming back to help now in the middle. So we've got 16 and a half minutes left in this fourth quarter with Foxborough up 1-0, down one player, and fighting right through this whole thing here. So
They really are.
have some good pushes coming up. Jordan Collins up top. But this is where it's hurting Foxborough. They're just the middies are having trouble getting back. Great job by Collins over to Foley. Foley getting her left foot on it. Just didn't have enough on it to push it by the goalie, but great pressure there. So this pace is going to be. So we're going to have a replay on that one. So scratch moving downfield.
Okay.
Apologize. Thought we were replaying. So we got a push downfield. Rodman on the far side looking to cross the ball. McCabe comes in and it gets the defensive
job by
save there. So
Kaylee.
that was a great job. So Grace Ferguson pushing up the sideline, trying to get the ball up to Collins. And Collins just deflected off of her foot. Via the Canton players was going to be inbounds for Canton.
Yeah, it was Allie McCabe kicked it off of Jordan Collins.
Kayla Malika. So you're seeing is Foxborough slowing down a bit here. Again, this is just it's a tough pace, and they're down a player and having to cover a lot of field. Lindsay Resnick chipping the ball up toward the middle of the field. Met by the Canton player, number 8, Sarai Costello. Erin Foley coming back to help defensively, and just a chip from the far corner, not really a threat for the goal. JoJo Carmen, good move, taking her time, setting the ball up for a goal kick. Allow her middies to kind of get. We got a sub
Grace
coming
Ferguson is coming out, and Alyssa Vandenboom is coming in at center mid.
It's going to be a mid position.
Yeah.
So Canton with another push downfield, and an easy save for JoJo Carmen. So number 2, Michaela Costello with a nice little chip shot over, but JoJo was there for the save. JoJo looking to clear the ball out. Got Caitlin Molliker on the near side.
Just over her head.
And Jordan Collins coming in to help break up. Canton possession. Nice back and forth there by Olivia Rodman to Sarai Costello.
Kaylee doing a great
just helping
job
out, just
on
going to basically going to
Elisa.
straight defense right now, just trying to keep them out. I think that's probably a good move. You know, unfortunately, it negates Kaylee coming up to shoot, and who's one of the
Right.
is leading the Hawk in scoring. I believe she's tied with Jordan now after Jordan's goal today, but having her come back on defense right now is more important.
Yeah.
They need to keep the Canton out of this Foxborough end. JoJo with another good save, punting the ball, trying to clear it out, but just too many white shirts. They're able to get the ball and kind of maintain possession. Canton's really just setting up their passing, and they've slowed down the game, and they look more in control right now in terms of control of the ball than they have all game. Really setting up their passing lanes, their give and goes.
Yep. They're doing a nice job with it.
Nice, Aaron.
So this would be a corner
Was
kick
that-
for Canton down in the far. Looks like
that
Erin
was
Foley
off
got
Erin
Erin
Foley.
Foley got her foot on the inbounds, just trying to keep it out and deflected it into the baseline for Foxborough, looking for a corner kick for Canton. So it's a chip into the middle and just trying to get it out. Just a sea of bodies and able to clear. Lindsay Resnick, I believe, got her foot on that one and was able to clear it out. Huge kick from midfield. Kaylee McCabe clearing it out. Fortunately, white shirts right there to pick it up.
Lots of white
McCabe
shirts.
coming in again, and with the Vandenboom with the helping out as well. So McCabe and Vandenboom putting a lot of pressure on whoever has the ball right now in the middle. So another save by JoJo Carmen. Starting to get through, but you get Vandenboom and McCabe just keeping them out of the middle, and then you got Resnick and Emma Dahl right behind them. We just got to be careful on the wings. You're starting to see Rodman and Gabriella Avero kind of sliding on the outside, so we just got to keep an eye on those. Jordan Collins trying to push through. Canton's able to break it up, starting to push down. So another push by Canton. Is able to get through here. Peyton Feldman coming in to break it up. It's going to be Canton inbounds. Nice job by Feldman coming in. So we have 12 minutes left in the game with Foxborough up 1-0. Canton getting very aggressive right now. Really got to push on. And Foxborough is just trying to keep them out. So a little chip shot over to the far corner here where Rodman picks it up, and now they're looking to set up here. They're just moving it along the outside, using the open space created by one player down, which is a great move. So Kaylee McCabe just out there putting pressure on them, making them have to pass. Now Erin Foley coming and helping on defense. Just over the goal. Gabriella Havero with a shot just over the goal. They're really starting to penetrate now, Ellen.
They might be a good
Let's take a look again. So this was
timeout.
ball's coming in. She's got a player right on her, coming down to the corner with Erin Foley hot on her feet. Great pass, and Gabriella just gets it, but it just sails over the goal.
Her outside foot, yeah.
So Foxborough just having trouble clearing it. Now we have another call. It's going to be a push on Canton coming out. So Foxborough catching a break here. They really need to clear this ball, get possession. They need to get it out of the end here for a bit.
They do.
this
we
is-
need
we're-
to
we're-
we
we're
need to
not-
control it. I think we need to start, instead of just trying to kick it out.
Right
control
now,
it a little
I
bit.
think where they're losing on the field right now is the loose balls. Canton is getting to every loose ball, and Foxborough just is not. They're having to defend, and every time the ball's in the air, Canton's coming up with it.
Yeah.
But I think that
Nice, Aaron.
is because they're just tired.
Exhausted.
They run out. So I don't know if I'm the coach at this point, Ellen, I think I call Jordan Collins back down too. You don't need, I guess you want to keep, nice job by JoJo
That
Carmen
was
to
a
save.
great job by JoJo,
I guess you do want to keep Canton's defense out.
because Olivia Rodman was right on top of her.
It was a great job. Again, stepping in after Morgan Sylvester was given the red card. So nice little chip out by Vandenboom. Collins and Malika just chasing it down.
That was a high.
There's another high kick, but not called. It was quite that. Feldman coming in, and it's going to be inbounds for Canton on the near side. 9.5 minutes left. Nice little soft touch in.
I don't know, Mikey. What do you think? Do you think a timeout is warranted?
I don't. They don't seem to be looking for a timeout.
No, they're not.
So and it's very close.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan Burke's coming up. It looks like she might have jammed up her ankle there. Jojo Carmen in pushing it out. That was very close. So Foxborough able to escape that onslaught by Canton. I probably would agree with you on the timeout, but just to regroup. So there's a call. Now we're going to call Jordan Collins on a push. So Canton's going to get the ball at the 35. Jordan Collins is not happy. So
here's the last shot on goal.
So Rodman coming in from the outside. Feldman, and there's Resnick stepping up. No, I'm sorry, that's Megan Burke was Resnick. I apologize.
Megan's in
and
part
Megan's
of this.
coming in and just gets her and Gabriella were going for the ball, and she just looks like they just kind of twisted up.
Yep. She seems to be fine though.
Again, we're having trouble getting these loose balls. It's just Canton is just able to get possession and just continue their push-up field. Foxborough, though, not backing off an inch here. Just showing heart, just showing guts, Ellen. Just
they are
not allowing frustration to come in. Aaron Foley with the chip up. We got Caitlin Malika upfield. Canton's able to chip it out. Vandenboom's there to try to break the ball away from Sarai Costello, and they're calling a push on Vandenboom.
I'm seeing it both ways there.
It's both ways. They're calling both ways, but it seems like every time players tangle up, it's called. So this is kind of
what I meant was I felt as though they were both pushing.
Oh, I misunderstood. The only thing is those calls are slowing the game down here.
They are.
So it's probably more to Foxborough's advantage in that regard.
Right.
7.5 minutes left. Foxborough, it's going to be an inbounds for Canton on the far side. Aaron Foley over to defend. And Kaylee McCabe in the middle is able to scoop the ball, and she's going to chip it up to Jordan Collins on the far side. Jordan's looking for the breakaway, and they're calling a push again.
And she had
advantage, and she had some open space on the far side.
Yep.
So unfortunate. With Jordan's speed, every time she has that, there's an opportunity.
Right.
So Kaylee McCabe with the chip back up to Jordan up top, and great play by the defense. They're able to shield the Foxborough forwards out.
Canton's almost able to set a whole wall so you can't get by.
So there you go. Alyssa Vandermoon comes in, was able to break up the play. It's going to be out of bounds. So running down to about 6.5 minutes left in the game. Canton with the inbounds in their own 45. So looking to cross into the middle of the field. Trying to set up the play. Sarai Costello. Pushing it over to Michaela Costello. So Jordan Collins coming down to help with some defense. McCabe in the middle, looking to break it up with Vandenboom. And a little chip shot. Jojo Carmen's able to push the ball to the outside. Another save for Jojo Carmen, doing a great job just stepping into goal today.
She's doing a phenomenal job.
Looks like she's going to win the spot for the Canton game away, whether she wants to or not, I guess.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a goal kick coming out. What's going on the field here. They've kind of slowed up the play.
Not sure.
Refs are coming in to discuss. I thought it was going to be, it looked like Gabriella came in and chipped the ball out, and it was going to be a goal kick. Now I think they're saying an inbounds. It's an inbounds for Foxborough on the far side.
Right. Looks like Megan's going to send it to Lindsay Resnick.
Lindsay Resnick and just chip it upfield.
Smart play.
Off Canton player's foot, pushing up. Normally, in a normal situation, you'd like to see them maintain possession, but right now it's just about clearing the ball, Ellen.
Yep.
Now it's going to be called on Olivia Rodman. Push on Emma Dahl, so it's going to be coming out for Foxborough. The Foxborough's 20. So looking to punch it upfield. Lindsay Resnick. So Kaylee McCabe looking to, again, head the ball, but then has to pull back. So Malika is right there with the ball, but the Canton defender pushes out of bounds. So this gives Foxborough an opportunity to push the team up.
Yep, we
maybe
can
get
set.
a little offensive attack here.
Yep.
5 minutes left in the game. Clock is not running.
And for some reason, we've lost the ball.
And now it's going to be Canton's possession inbounding. Clock is not running. I don't know what's going on. They're resetting up here. Going to be an indirect now for Canton. Again, the clock is still not running.
I think
For 5 minutes.
it's the
I'm
last,
sorry,
yeah,
you're
it's
right.
5
It's the
minutes.
last quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm caught up, Ellen. Now I'm caught up.
I'm keeping time on my phone.
In my head, I'm
So-
going 2 minutes is when they stop. But you're right. It's
Right.
the end of the fourth. Okay, so we're under 5 minutes left in the game here.
That'll be out of bounds. So
It's going to be on the far side, Foxborough inbounds.
about 4 minutes left.
See, that's why you're here, because you pay
I
attention.
keep the
You pay attention.
time. I keep time. So that and I wave to people walking by. So that works for me.
Goodwill ambassador.
Exactly. You know, I have to say, I give it to Foxborough, no matter what happens. I mean, the fact that they were able to fight through and do what they've done this whole game is unbelievable. So
100%. More than half the game down a player and down their starting goalie, who is a Hockomock, top goalie.
Yep. She was a Hockomock player, all-star last year.
Oh, the ball's up in the air. Lindsay Resnick looking to clear it and just chips it up in the air. Kaylee McCabe comes in as Gabriella Havero was looking to take the shot. McCabe was able to just she didn't see McCabe coming in. McCabe over to Burke. Burke's able to push up the sideline. It's going to be an inbounds for Canton. It's a good defensive
We're on the
front.
50-yard line.
Good defensive front here for Foxborough with under 5 left in the game.
About 3 minutes left.
About 3 minutes left. So Foxborough, it's going to be Foxborough's ball inbounding now. So looking to set up, taking their time. Chip shot up. Jordan Collins up there trying to meet the ball. Too many white shirts.
Yeah.
Alyssa Vanderboom in the middle. Nice control, able to bring the ball down and just get her foot on it. It's going to be inbounds for Canton. But once again, it slows the game down. So this is going to be frantic now here, Ellen, because Canton is looking for that goal to tie this up.
Right.
Foxborough just looking to maintain their lead right to the end here. So it's going to be an inbounds for Canton.
About 2 minutes left. A little over 2 minutes.
Unofficial time is about 2 minutes left in the game. Canton down in the Foxborough 15-yard line inboundsing. Looking to get a shot off here on goal. Foxborough doing everything they can just to keep Canton out, not allow them to shoot. And JoJo Carmen's going to scoop up. She's going to actually let it go out. She's
let it
going
go
to
out.
Great play.
Yep.
Good move.
Yep, very
allow
smart.
Allow the clock to run.
Yep.
So now she's going to set up for a kick. A goal kick coming out. So Foxborough really needs to cover this field right now and get possession. They need to get possession of this loose ball.
Yep.
So just over the head's good. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's good.
Nope.
Kept in by Canton. Good job. Oh, no, it went out. Apologize.
But it's amazing that they were able to get that right in.
Right. You've seen the refs make them set up, but this time they allowed them to just push the ball in. So Foxborough looking to push it out.
That was a great job by
up also Jordan Collins.
Aaron Foley. It was a great job by Aaron Foley. She fought that one off. It's about 1 minute left. 1 minute left in this
Jordan
very
Collins up
important
top.
game.
Alyssa Vanderboom with some room in the middle of the field, pushing it up to Malika. Under a minute left in the game. The ball's going to be Canton ball coming in.
Yep.
Should be at the Canton 35.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to place it at about the 45. And then they're
because they
chipping it in quick.
They need that advantage, right? They need that advantage.
So Foxborough looking to keep them out here with less than a minute left in this game to maintain their 1-0 lead on Canton.
Great job by
looking
Emma
for that
Dahl.
first. Both teams looking to just secure first place in the Davenport. And nice ball cleared out
by Aaron Foley.
By Aaron Foley on the far side. Aaron Foley she's playing defense at this point. Good for her. She's really just stepped in and.
I would say 20 seconds left in this game.
Looking to clear it into the middle. Looked like a handball, but no call. So Vandenboom applying pressure to the middies. And that's game.
That's game.
Excellent job.
Way
Foxborough.
to go,
we have a
Warriors.
final game, 1-0. Foxborough Warriors down one player with their goalie being red carded in the second quarter and will not be able to be in the next game. But Foxborough was able to hold off this attack by Canton. Canton really played a great game, and they put a lot of pressure on this Foxborough team. They have some skilled players up top, so their next match is going to be just as difficult. But hats off to Foxborough, playing with so much heart, down a player, having players step in. JoJo Carmen steps into goal, has a phenomenal game in goal, after having a great job on the field as well. So it's great to see. It was nice to see Foxborough come on top with that win. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this next matchup. But right now, that puts Foxborough at 7 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Now we have Canton at 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. So it is a battle for this top spot, and they did not disappoint tonight. Both teams are just solid all through, from defense to middies to attacks, and goalies as well. So they were both evenly matched. So for Foxborough to hold off this attack, down a player for more than half of the game, is just very impressive, and it speaks to the heart of this Foxborough team. So a hard-fought one for Foxborough, and able to hold off a strong offensive front by Canton for most of this game, with JoJo Carmen stepping in to play goalie for Morgan Sylvester for over half of the game. So it was really just a great job by Foxborough. So it'll be really interesting to see how the next game here goes in Canton. But we do appreciate everybody checking in, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this as much as all the people here at this field did. So look forward to the rematch here Wednesday, and starting to see what the playoffs are going to shape up to look like going forward. So thanks, everybody, and we appreciate you tuning in all season, and we want to thank Foxborough Cable, Mike, and the guys here that were allowed every game to be streamed, for all the people who weren't able to come into the field with these new COVID rules. So we appreciate everybody tuning in and supporting the Foxborough girls varsity team, and look forward to their last game of the season and then on to playoffs. So appreciate everyone's attendance, and thanks for your support going forward.